Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter, very sincere. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Be sure to follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Check out the website as well. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. Yeah, that place. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share. Everything is there. Everything is there. Trust us on this and comment if you must. This episode, it should be, but it's not, being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, everything in between. Just keep on with the keep on. It will get better. It will get worse. It will get known. It will get unknown. Long story short, all things Vince, VinceDouglasGregory.com. And this episode is not being sponsored by that. I sort of know this. You should know this. Noobs, I appreciate you. I do. I really do. Thank you for giving me a time. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day. It feels like every single day, but it's not every day. It just feels that way because we have this special, unique bond that we share. This special, unique bond that we share. One day is coming. One day. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm hot. I don't know about you, but I am hot. Not hot mad. I am hot. Not hot appearance. I am hot when it comes to the weather-wise, or when it comes to temperature. And no, that isn't a cool way of me saying that I am mad, even though I pointed that out at the beginning. I think I'll just do it again to make sure that we're all on the same page here. Confidence is a tricky thing. Confidence is an amazing thing. Confidence is just something about it that drives me to think about it even more. Think about it even more than I possibly should, but it's confidence. You can't really go wrong with confidence. Some people, and no, this is not a straw man. This is not a straw man argument. I'm just protecting the guilty in the game. I'm just protecting the guilty, and I'm not going to name names. So I'm just going to say some people say that you should fake it till you make it. Fake the confidence. Fake being confident at something until you actually get confident in what you're doing. I can see that. I can understand that. However, angelic, bird-like voice. However, I look at it from, I guess we can say, a slightly different angle. I know what I don't know. I know where most of my confidence comes from. I know when I'm at a place or at a point when I'm lacking confidence, and I know, or I try to understand where that lack of confidence is coming from or what's driving it at the moment. ATM. ATM. He said ATM. Yes, I said ATM. Did it again. Did it again. But what's driving that lack of confidence? But going back to what I just said earlier, like earlier, with looking at it from a different angle instead of faking it, faking confidence until you get confidence. I'm looking at it as I know what drives my confidence. I know where I get my confidence from, and I know what drives it in the other direction where I have lack of confidence because I'm not doing something correctly, not doing something right, don't know how, the unknown possibly, or maybe. Well, I see it from this way. I know what I don't know, and I know what I get confident from, and I know where I'm confident at, and go ahead and extrapolate that. Go ahead and make that make sense for yourself, that is. I'm not going to do it. How? Eh, eh, ver. However, the thing is, when it comes to not having not having it, it's not necessarily of me faking confidence. It's just me being accept being able to accept whatever outcome, being able to accept whatever outcome for myself, not necessarily how it's going to be judged, not necessarily how the perception is or how it's going to be seen. I'm getting to that place or trying to get to that place where whatever the outcome may be, I'm good with that. I am good with that because I'm more on the level with some things. I'll rather than fail, try and fail than fail to try because at least I'll be gaining another piece of knowledge. At least I'll be gaining another tool. At least I'll be gaining something else. While as though I may not be comfortable doing this, I may not be confident doing this. I may not know what I'm doing. I'm not just going to out on a limb, out on a whim, I should say, and just take a risk to take a risk. A risk to take a risk? No, it's more of a calculated risk. And even then, when the risk is a calculated risk, definitely there's a weighing of the pros and cons of the entire matter anyway. In other words, in other words that I will choose to use is this. There's got to be an objective. There's got to be some form of purpose, even if the purpose is to just not have a purpose or the objective is to not have an objective. It has to be that. There has to be a clear cut reason. And even if it's not a clear cut reason, that has to be the reason that there's not one. Basically, it has to be productive and efficient, leading somewhere there. And let's circle back around to the confident part and being able to accept the outcome, whether it's a net positive or whether it's a net negative or whether it is neutral. I don't have so much tied into the outcome where I'm doing things that I don't normally do within myself. Meaning, I know this is new. I know this could possibly be unique. I know this is something that is definitely something that is, I'm not really comfortable with, because if I'm a little comfortable with, confidence wouldn't be an issue. If it's something that I'm a little comfortable with, confidence would not be an issue. That's why I don't look at it as in faking confidence until you actually get confidence. I look at it as not necessarily worrying or being concerned about the outcome, regardless of how the outcome could be. Just being aware of the outcome, and whatever the outcome is, be able to reflect or be able to use that outcome to grow, use that outcome to make a more efficient decision when it comes time to being put in that position or being put in a position like that again. And this is another reason why I rely on my intuition and gut feelings, feelings, intuition and gut feelings, because if I wanted to, I could just go down all kinds of rabbit holes, just thinking certain situations out and just get nothing done, nothing accomplished, and just get lost in thought. Who wants that? Who likes that? I am comfortable with getting enough information on whatever it is, or having enough information, or relying on that I've gotten enough information, and just letting the chips fall where they may. And just letting the chips fall where they may. And if it's a net negative, I take that, I analyze it, I look at the results, I make up some more tests, I look at the results, see if it can be repeatable, I form a hypothesis, and then it's like, okay, I got it. It's good. I'm all right. And that's not necessarily how confidence is built. That's not necessarily how confidence is made. That is just me looking at the fake it till you make it confidence that some people say. That's just me looking at it from a different angle, instead of having this pretend confidence, or instead of having this or putting up this untruthful facade, just being true to yourself and just being more concerned about learning, or being more concerned about the actual process, or being more concerned about the experience, being more concerned about the now, the present. I look at it from that angle as this is going to be an experience. I'm interested in the process. I'm highly interested in the experience and the process, and however it works itself out. Okay, I can reflect and I can look back then, but right now I'm in the moment. Right now I'm experiencing this and I'm going through this. I just want to continue to be who I am, a version of me that's recognizable, that's not scary, that's not doing something that's out of character, doing something that I don't normally do because I am so fearful of the outcome. That would be the opposite of that, right? That would be the opposite of that. That would be lacking confidence. That's not even faking it. That's lacking confidence. And that is just being terrified of everything that could possibly happen. I'm just looking at it from the outside in that deeper mode. And I gotta say, You know, I have to say, it's definitely not Manny being Manny. It's definitely not something that just happened. It took and it's taking levels and it's taking steps to get here. It's personal growth. It is personal growth to be able to look at the situation like this, to be able to have a deeper understanding of this. And I'm just going to say, I'm proud. I am proud that you have got me to this point. This ain't me. This is you. Go ahead and stand up and pat yourself on the back and while I'll give you this standing ovation. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back while I'll give you this standing ovation. Because we know who the real confident one is in this.